All right, I'm just going to go over very quickly about how to enter products into 3dcart system. And this is my test site. So this is once you log in, you will see a page like this. And then for products, you just hover over this, and then you can see all of the product options here as far as how to manage your products. If you want to, usually I go to view and edit, and then you can see all of your products listed here. And then you can add a new one from here. If you want to search for one, you can search by categories here as well. So let me go into one of the existing ones and just show you what we have in there. So you can open up the product by clicking the edit button. Now here's what the product page looks like. The main product page, the information tab. You see there's tabs for all sorts of different information up here. Now the main thing, the ID and the SKU will automatically create one for you, and this has to be unique for each product. So if there's a duplicate, then it will automatically add a character to the end so that they're all unique. The manufacturer ID is not necessary, but it's recommended. You can put in a SKU number or just something to identify. You see some of the ones that I've entered here. The name is absolutely necessary, and the name should also be unique, just so you know what product it is when you see that it's been sold if you get an order for it. If you have 3 products named custom cap like you see here, but they're different, it's going to be more difficult to determine which one the customer actually ordered just by looking at the order. So custom cap red would be a good thing, or custom cap blue, whatever it is, something to identify exactly which product it is. The short description isn't necessary. This is something that just depends on what template and theme and design you're using. Sometimes this doesn't even show up on the page. This is sometimes just an extra field that may show up depending on how you have the layout. Usually it's not used. The manufacturers, if you want to choose which brand it is, these would be entered prior to entering your products over in the settings, general, and then your manufacturers section. You can enter all your brand names there so that they will be selectable right here. Distributor would only be necessary if you're drop shipping and you're sending the emails directly to your distributor for them to fulfill. Most of my clients haven't used this. Categories. So if you want to add, you will click the add button, and you can select which one. You can add to as many different categories as you want. So if you want it in seasonal, click seasonal. Now you're not going to see anything happen, but behind this you'll see it will be added. If you want to add to office, select that, close a window, and you'll see that they have both been added here. Scrolling down, the pricing. There's 4 prices here. The cost would be your wholesale cost if you want to enter it. It's not necessary. This is the main one. The price would be the one that you are actually selling the product for on your site. A retail price isn't necessary, but it would be like an MSRP, something where you're selling it for $17.99 and maybe the MSRP is $19.99. So you can put that there. And then on the product page on your site, it will say $2 savings because it'll show both prices. If you want the product to show as a sale price, you would check the box and put in the sales price here. If you don't check the box, then nothing happens with this. It doesn't show anywhere. These aren't necessary, only if you want to be on a home feature, the featured items on the home page, you can check this. There can be a category special. These are things that are just, if you want to hide the product for a certain amount of time, or if it's not for sale at this moment or something, these would not necessarily be entered for most products. Shipping is something that you would only enter if you are having the cart set to ship, to have each product have its own shipping price. Most people don't enter this. And then this is where the main description goes for the product. You can turn on this editor, and you can see now I have all these buttons to edit my thing here. You can turn it off just to use HTML. Keywords aren't necessary. That's for if you want people to type in a certain thing on your site to search. And then most of these aren't used. I don't go into those right now because mostly they're not used. And I will continue with the rest of the tabs on the next episode of this screencast. Thanks.